Kevin Bacon, an actor who got famous back in the 80s when he did a role in a movie called Footloose. He's now a dad, and he's got a 6-year-old son. That son's probably not 6 there, but his 6-year-old son was watching the movie Footloose. Watching his dad as a younger person, going through this movie. You know how kids look at us from 6 years of age, how they look at a movie. So he came to Dad, and he said, Dad, you know that thing in the movie where you swung from the rafters of the building? How did you do that? And Kevin Bacon said, well, I didn't do that part. That was a stunt man. He said, what's a stunt man? He said, that's someone who dresses like me and does things that I can't do. He went back to watch the movie and came back again and said, Dad, you know that place in the movie where you spin around on the gym bar and land on your feet? How did you do that? He said, well, I didn't do that. It was a gymnastics double. He said, what's a gymnastics double? That's someone. That's a guy who dresses in my clothes and does things that I can't do. Well, son listened to that and silent. Then he said, Dad, what did you do? And Kevin Bacon said, I got all the glory. I got all the glory. You know, if Kevin Bacon would have actually done those stunts, attempted those stunts, it'd been a whole different movie. Probably been a comedy instead of what it ended up being. We try to live the Christian life ourselves, we get a completely different result. We need that stunt double. We need Christ to come and live through us. You know, Zechariah, when he wrote in the Old Testament, he wrote to a very discouraged people. They were discouraged. They had a king named Zerubbabel who was very discouraged. They had come back from the captivity. They had, in 20 years, 2 decades, they had not rebuilt the temple. They had problem after problem keeping them from doing that, and they were discouraged people. Zechariah comes to them and makes this wonderful quote out of Zechariah chapter 4, verse 6. He says, this is the word of the Lord to Zerubbabel, not by might, nor by power, but by my Spirit. Goes on to say, who are you, O great mountain? Before Zerubbabel shall become a plain. God's going to flatten it out, a spot for that temple. And he shall bring forth the capstone, the beginning part of that temple, with shouts of law, with grace. Old Testament was about grace as well. Not by might, nor by power, but by my Spirit. The end of it will be a song of grace. Maybe you've lost that song. Maybe you don't know how to sing that song anymore. You've gravitated to this failure and defeat of trying to do it out of resources that can never get it done. Galatians were doing that. Paul said they were foolish. They knew better. Do you know better? You do now. Maybe today you need to learn to say, God, am I trying to do it? I am so off target now. I know this isn't what the life you want me to live. I don't know how to get it to where I think you want me to be. I'm going to take my hands off, God. You call the shots. You direct my life. You empower me, direct me, guide me, all the things that you promised to do and to be for me. This is that line in the sand. Today, I'm going to cooperate with grace and stop trying to live this life.